Life can be unpredictable, and obstacles are inevitable. It's not if, but when. You will be faced at many points along your path with obstacles that seem to block you from moving forward. However, most people spend much of their lives trying to avoid obstacles or search for a different direction rather than facing them head on. But what if obstacles are not roadblocks meant to be avoided, but merely hurdles for you to overcome? And what if they're on your path for a reason? In 2005, I was newly married and starting a family. We were a young couple who looked as though we had our life together, keeping up with the Joneses. We had a big house, nice cars, the white picket fence. But on the inside, it soon became a different story. My husband was secretly battling depression and addiction to alcohol and painkillers and racking up thousands of dollars of debt each month that he was never going to pay off. The more I tried to help him with counseling sessions, family interventions, and treatment facilities, the worse it seemed to get. I didn't realize it at the time, but my own health and well-being was suffering. I was overwhelmed, overweight, worried about other people's judgments, and fearful of our future. My life, as I knew it, changed the day I came home to find he had packed a single suitcase and left a letter on the table. In it, he explained that I didn't understand his needs and why it was too hard for him to be a husband and a father. I was almost 6 months pregnant at the time, with 2 children under the age of 5 at home, when he walked out on us and left us broke and shortly after bankrupt. That day was a defining moment in my life that woke something inside of me. I made a vow to myself that no obstacle would ever be greater than my ability to overcome. I never wanted my kids to see me give up or run away when life gets hard, and I refused for them to become another statistic. I picked up the pieces, failed forward, and wrote a new story. I was so determined to overcome any challenge life threw at me that I not only stopped avoiding challenges, but I embraced them. And once I did, everything in my life transformed. I went from an out-of-shape, broke single mother to a renewed athlete, a professional fitness coach, and a reality TV show competitor. On January 6, 2008, I was backstage on NBC's revival hit TV show, American Gladiators. There were over 20,000 people across the country who auditioned for NBC's show, and I was chosen as one of the top 12 female contenders for the new season premiere. Thank you. Now, I did originally audition as a gladiator in Chicago. However, they liked the story idea they could spin on that I was a single mom with 3 kids selling toilet paper at the time. Too bad the year wasn't 2020, I would have made a fortune. They asked if I'd consider a spot as a contender instead. The grand prize winner would receive $100,000, a new Toyota Sequoia, and the right to become the next American Gladiator for season 2. Obviously, I said, yes, where do I sign? Today was it. It was the season premiere of the show. Emotions were high and everyone was out for blood. I was nervous but excited all at the same time and had high hopes of winning. I was one of the first runners up, and the event was the Powerball. The opportunity to provide money and prizes for my family was so close. Then, a major obstacle struck me, literally. Fast forward, 10 minutes later, I'm sitting in a cot in the back of an ambulance. Minutes before, I had just scored 2 points in the Powerball event and was running down the sidelines to shoot for the next bin when I was tackled below the hips by one of the Gladiators stealth. My body went one direction and my leg went another. I heard a loud noise and felt a pop in the back of my leg when I went down. It didn't hurt in the moment with all the adrenaline rushing through my body, but I knew it wasn't good. I tried to get back up and run to the next bin when my leg literally flopped out from under me again. Medics rushed into the arena after the buzzer, and as they helped carry me backstage, I pleaded with them to just let me tape it up or saran wrap it so that I could continue to compete in the next event. But they said that was not an option for liability reasons and had to be taken to the ER. I didn't know at the time, but it tore my ACL, MCL, and 2 meniscus tears. We got into the ambulance on site and were about to take off, and one of the medics shouted, "Wait!" that they had another man down. Adam Levin, one of the 12 male contenders, was next runner-up in the same event and took a heavy hit by one of the gladiators and broke the strongest bone in the human body, his femur. The crew stopped the show after Adam's injury and told all the gladiators and contenders to hold back on any more full contacts or tackles in order to avoid any more serious injuries. Adam and I both started out as top contenders with promising shots, but instead, ended up as 2 guinea pigs being rushed out of Sony Studios to the nearest LA hospital with a boatload of medical bills, a high five, and maybe try out next season. Now, I share these 2 personal stories with you to say that you can't control everything that happens to you in this life, but you can control how you choose to see it and respond to it. And I believe there are 3 keys that are vital and anyone can develop with practice so that you're equipped to handle any obstacle that comes along your path. Knowing your purpose, perseverance, and the right perspective. Purpose. Goals need to be powerful and driven by a strong purpose so that when obstacles come your way, you don't give in or give up. That day I came home to find a letter on the table, I had no idea what I was going to do. I just knew why. And when life puts you in a challenging situation, you don't have to know how you're going to make it work. You just have to know why. And my why was greater than any excuse I could have used. I was about to have 3 little ones depending solely on me for their well-being. My why drove me into taking massive action. When you know your purpose, obstacles become opportunities for growth. And when you don't, they become excuses. Perseverance. People who persevere refuse to allow obstacles or failure to stand in their way. And if they can't find a way, will make a way. At the time when my husband left, I couldn't figure out the opportunity in my situation. But looking back now, I see how it shaped me to be resilient in the face of adversity, to lead by example for my children, to never give up, and to always believe in yourself. After a year of recovery from surgery, that one show was not a means to an end. It was just the beginning. It was the start of my career. I was contacted to be on other shows such as American Ninja Warrior, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Chicago Fire and Med. I've been able to serve my community as a professional firefighter, EMT, and a health fitness coach. It opened so many other doors and opportunities that I wouldn't have reached had I not taken the chance or simply given up. Perspective. Every obstacle you face is either an opportunity or a difficulty. The only determining factor is your perspective. Dr. Wayne Dwyer says, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. How you choose to see what lies in front of you will determine how you respond to it, what actions you take, and ultimately your outcome. What if the job loss was actually an opportunity for you to finally start that business you've always dreamed of and talked about? What if the breakup was actually an opportunity for someone better to come into your life? What if the diagnosis was actually an opportunity for you to make your health a priority, or to slow down and to spend more time with the ones you love? Your viewpoint is your advantage. Shift your perspective. Sometimes life takes an unexpected wrong turn in the right direction. You see, I am grateful for every obstacle along my path and the opportunity to overcome every single one of them, because each one contributed to my growth, to the person I am today, and the ability to help others overcome theirs. My setbacks were just setups to my next ventures. And each year, I'm seeking out new challenges filled with obstacles to continuously grow and strive for more. And because of those, today, I'm a transformational life coach, a published author, a thought leader, a mother, now a TEDx speaker, and as of February last year, married to my best friend. Obstacles did not come to break you. They came to build you. So, I challenge you to embrace life's obstacles instead of avoiding them and create a life worth living. With a strong purpose, perseverance, and the right perspective, you will lead a fearless life filled with opportunity, adventure, adversity, and victory. Thank you.